Good afternoon. It looks like we made it through blackberry winter, and I am so thankful. I'm getting a little older, and that cold weather, that's not something that I like to really experience, and this feels really nice outside today. I hope that you're able to get outside and enjoy some of this as well. We are in front of the central offices, and you're going to notice that there's traffic going by, and if you've been watching us through the past 6 to 8 weeks, you might notice that there is more traffic today than we have seen in the past, and that's because everything is trying to open up a little bit, and that's great. Now we are moving towards the end of the school year. We only have a couple of 2 or 3 weeks left, and there are some pieces that I just want to remind you of. The first one is our food delivery is probably going to stop on June the 3rd. We're looking for other funding sources to be able to run buses, but right now we're not sure we can find that. So as far as we are concerned, today, food delivery will end on June the 3rd. Our remote instruction will end at the end of next week on Friday, and then the week after it'll be time to start turning in the equipment that people have been using. Let me encourage you again to please stay tuned to the web pages and the Facebook pages for the schools where your sons or daughters are attending right now. So if there is something to turn in, then you'll know exactly what day or what time to do that. We're also going to be asking you some questions about how the remote learning cycle that we have experienced has gone for you and your family, because we're going to have to continue that in some form next year. I don't know what the school year is going to look like when we start. No one at this point knows what it's going to be like August the 17th as far as students being in buildings or not being in buildings. Don't draw any conclusions right now from anything that you're seeing anywhere. Please wait for us to come to you and tell you exactly how that's going to work. I do know some people who can help you understand how the year is going to close out at the various schools. And I'm going to stop and I'm going to let some of our principals tell you these are the pieces that are going to be in place. And then at the end of that, I just want you to get to see some of the great things that are happening in our remote classrooms right now. And I believe that Josh Crisp, who is a teacher out at East Elementary, is going to finish everything up with a great example of remote instruction. So until the next time that you and I are together, God bless you, and thank you so much for being part of our school system and part of Swain family.
Hello Swain family, I'm Trishia Chapman, the director of Bright Adventures Pre-K. As this year is coming to a close, I want to make sure you have the information you need to both celebrate your pre-K and also make sure they're ready to transition to kindergarten. As you've seen in messages from your teachers and flyers in the most recent learning packets, Bright Adventures will be holding an end-of-year celebration drive-through style this year. This is not the type of celebration we usually hold at the end of a school year, but we couldn't let this year go by without commemorating your child's pre-K experience. So as you saw in your child's learning packets that you picked up this week and in messages from your teachers, this is going to happen on May 28th beginning at 8:30. Each class has their own designated time. If the weather's not in our favor on May 28th, this event will be held on May 29th. We will send that information to you via Remind, and I'll also post it on Bright Adventures Facebook page. As you're preparing for kindergarten, please make sure that you go online to swain.k12.nc.us, use the Enroll Register link, and there enroll your child online for kindergarten. This is a very important step for getting them into kindergarten next year. This is the same link for both East and West Elementary, and for any rising pre-K students. They can also use the same link to register for pre-K for next year. And if you haven't already, make sure you check out the virtual tour of East or West Elementary with your rising kindergartner. You can find it on either the Maroon Devil Network on YouTube or on the Bright Adventures Facebook page. With the school year coming to a close, we know that it has certainly not been what we've planned for these last couple of months, but your participation as a parent is what has made the difference in helping your child continue to move forward and preparing to be a ready-to-learn kindergartner. We can't thank you enough, and we are forever grateful for the time that you granted us with your tiny Swain scholar, and especially for the relationships that we've built with your families this year. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Evan Clapsaddle, principal here at Swain East Elementary School. As we finish out our school year, just wanted to give you a few reminders and inform you about a few things. On Thursday, May 28th, We'll have staff on hand here at school to collect technology as well as other materials. Make sure that you have your Chromebook or your iPad along with its charger, and collect any library books that you have at home to bring to school that day. We will be distributing personal items left by students as well as any end-of-year materials from teachers. We will have PTO members on hand to hand out fundraiser items that were sold earlier in the year, as well as school pictures or picture proofs. Fingers crossed that our yearbooks will be here on time to distribute that day as well. As our school year comes to a close, I wanted to take this opportunity to give a few thank yous and a few shout outs. First of all, thank you students for your hard work and your patience during this period of distance learning due to COVID-19. Parents as well, thank you so much for your patience and understanding and your willingness to work with us to help continue the education of our children. To our teachers and staff, cafeteria workers, bus drivers, school administrators, thank you so much for your hard work and dedication in these uncertain times. We truly appreciate it. I want to give a big congratulations to our class of 2027, our fifth graders who are leaving us and moving on to the middle school. We thank you so much for all you've done for East Elementary School, for the legacy you've left, and we hope that you have a bright and promising future.
Hello all, it's Tim Kurr, the principal at Swain County Middle School. I wanted to thank everybody for your hard work during remote learning. I want to tell all the students that I miss you a lot. Our teachers and our staff miss you a lot. We want to talk about end of year. First off, we have two different dates. We have a date for the 6th and 7th grade to return their Chromebooks. That is May 27th. That is a Wednesday. On May 27th, you're going to return your Chromebooks the same places that you picked them up. So that is the bottom circle for 6th grade, and that is the top circle for 7th grade. When you come here, you will stay in your car. We will talk to our teachers about social distancing, proper safety procedures. There will be 2 tents for the 7th grade and 2 tents for the 6th grade. 1 tent will be for your returning of your technology. So that's not just your Chromebook. Remember, that includes your charger, and that includes hotspots, mobile hotspots if you checked those out. Once you're finished with that, please remember that this is a time for us to pick up yearbooks. We have lots of yearbooks to give out. To return instruments if you have an instrument that you have on loan from Mr. Sale. It's a time to return uniforms. It's a time for us to hand out our report cards, which are not going to look like traditional report cards this year. They're going to be feedback sheets, and parents are going to get information on strengths that their children have and things that they can work on moving forward, as well as summer learning opportunities. So there will be lots of stuff going on that day. Now, 8th grade has a completely different day. They are going to be on June 2nd. That's the following week. And the reason we're doing that is because we wanted to celebrate them in a little bit different way. Our 8th graders, much like the seniors at the high school to a lesser degree, they ended. They didn't get an opportunity to come back. We didn't get an opportunity to celebrate their transition into the next phase of learning. So we're going to do the best job we can with what we have. And so on that day, 8th grade parents are going to go to the top circle to return Chromebooks and technology and all of that good stuff that needs to be taken care of, and then come down to the bottom circle. We still need to take care of handing out yearbooks and returning uniforms and returning instruments, but we are also going to be handing out moving up certificates. We are going to be giving a gift, several gifts, to the 8th grade students as they leave and go to high school. I'll leave that a little mystery as to what they are, but the students did vote on them, so it may not be a complete mystery. And then we're going to give a jump drive with a slideshow on it of all of our students. Might even have some pictures of them when they're younger. and messages from teachers and staff over the years telling them how much they have meant to us. We do miss you guys. We miss all of you, but those 8th graders especially. I guess I would like to end the video by transitioning into a welcome for our 5th grade students who will be coming to us next year. We are very excited to have you. Cannot wait to meet you all at the same time that we are saying goodbye to our 8th graders. Thank you. Hope everybody stays safe.
If you get kicked off, just log right back on, okay? So good morning, everyone. I hope everybody is doing well this morning. We're going to do a social studies lesson today on the United States Constitution versus our Constitution, the differences, the similarities, and things of that nature, okay? So we're going to go through this PowerPoint. Mr. Green, welcome. I'm glad Mr. Green got to join us. Okay, excellent. So we're going to compare the United States Constitution versus our Constitution, okay? The first 10 are the Bill of Rights, all right? The amendments are added to the end of the Constitution, and an amendment is just a change, okay? You're changing, all right? Does anybody know a Bill of Rights from the United States Constitution? If you know, go ahead and unmute and go ahead and tell me what you think Bill of Rights would be.
The Bill of Rights are our laws.
Okay, it's our laws. Very good. Anybody name one Bill of Rights?
Don't kill anyone.
Who said to bear arms? Very good, Aurora. Yes, to bear arms. Does that mean like literally bear arms? No.
No.
To own
To
a
like
war.
have guns.
To own a gun, yeah.
A weapon.
A weapon, yeah. It must be approved by both chambers. So it must be approved by the House of Representatives and the Senate if the bill is to pass. And then, so this is the process, and then it is sent to the governor, okay? And the governor, I'm not going to read all this. I'm going to send this to you guys later so you don't have to read it right now. But the governor is in charge of either saying, yes, that is going to be the law, or no, I'm going to veto it, okay? So.
But people in the legislative branch can override that veto, right?
Are there any questions that you might have about your assignment?
No.
All right. Well, if you have questions, shoot me an email or Google Classroom. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Love you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
I'm going to do breakfast.